It's episode 308, and we've got plugins for duplicating menus, video thumbnails, WooCommerce stickers, disabling the cart, and multi-step for Contact Form 7. It's all coming up next on WordPress Plugins A to Z.
WordPress. It's the most popular content management and website solution on the internet. And with over 30,000 plugins to choose from, how do you separate the junk from the gems? Join John Overall and Marcus Couch for this weekly unrehearsed conversation about the latest and greatest in WordPress plugins. This is WordPress Plugins A to Z.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you happen to be hiding out there on the globe's day. Coming to you direct from the Brewery Overlook in beautiful British Columbia, I'm John Overall.
And from the sweltering shores of the beachside bunker in Laguna Beach, California, I'm Marcus Couch.
And of course, we have the usual great show for you here today. So right off the top, don't forget, you can get all the show notes over at wppluginsa2z.com. And if you got a couple of minutes, we'd greatly appreciate your time over on Stitcher Radio, hitting that little thumbs up button for us in the corner, or stopping into the iTunes store and leaving us a review.
Yeah, we actually have a couple of those to present later in the show today.
We do.
So we want to thank everybody who's done that, and we'll be featuring those in just a few minutes.
And of course, a little bit of promotions here. And right now, for me, in finding just a little bit more time in my schedule, and one of the things being, if you're in need of emergency WordPress support or some consulting so you can find that perfect plugin or solution for your website, feel free to contact me at my website, johnoverall.com, or send an email direct to john@wppro.ca.
And nothing yet for me to promote this week. I will have some stuff next week. I did get... I was looking for some people. Actually, here we go. If you want to write for Smashing Magazine, which is something that I'm now the WordPress editor for, I've got a lot of slots that are open. If you're able to do about a 1,500-word post and make it relatively detailed with some illustrations and things, it does pay money. So email me at marcus.couch@smashingmagazine.com, and we'll get you hooked up.
Excellent. And of course, we still like to promote our job board over at wppluginsa2z.com/jobs, where we've got ourselves a few professionals who've listed themselves. So if you're looking for a professional for a job, go check them out. And if you got a job you'd like to promote, stop in there and share it with the rest of the people.
That's right. A lot to do there.
And this section here, this is where we like to thank our donors. And this week here, we would like to thank and recognize JezWeb Pty Limited, who came in with a $50 donation. And Jeremy has a note here that says, this donation is on behalf of our WordPress web client, Monitoring Mobility at monitoringmobility.com.au, who fit disability access equipment to vehicles across Australia. So give them a check out.
Nice. I'm going to have to move to Australia. That seems to be where all the podcast money is these days. All our American friends are letting us down week after week, but that's okay. Remember, you can also donate if you don't want to be just a one-time subscriber. We do appreciate monthly donations. You can donate now through our Patreon at patreon.com/WPPluginsA2Z. You can donate on a monthly basis. And as an incentive, if you donate $40 a month or more, you'll gain access to our exclusive plugin tutorial videos and how to set up and use the plugins we review and use.
And those videos are slowly getting recorded, so you'll see them soon.
Excellent.
And of course, this week here, we do have a little bit of news, a couple of articles that I've come across for your perusal. One of them, WordPress.com released their first set of 5 TV commercials that seemed like they swung and a miss. Many people looked at them, reviewed them, and tried to figure out what they were trying to tell folks with them. But it's a really interesting article from the Tavern about WordPress going after market by doing television commercials.
Yeah, they're a little late. Squarespace and Wix already kind of have that cemented in. And I saw these commercials and I just thought, what the hell are they doing? It's not a commercial for us. We are obviously users and proponents of the platform, so they didn't make it for us. They made it for just regular Squarespace Wix type folks. Mm-hmm. But even that, it doesn't even go through the power of WordPress, what you can do with it, what the strategic advantages over the other platform are. None of those things.
No, from when I watched the commercials, it looked like they were telling a story, but I couldn't tell they were selling a product.
It seemed to me like they were trying to copy GoDaddy's ads of small businesses and things, but they just went well short of the mark. So hopefully next time they'll get it right.
Oh, well. Next one here, I've got a really, really nice article. It's a good basic article from iThemes about how to run a security audit on your website. A lot of what they've got in here is just good basic stuff for your website. But if you haven't ever run an audit for your WordPress website, security audit, this gives you a good start for it. So you might check this out. It's a really useful article. It's got 8 great tips that you can go look over to check over and make sure your site is secure. Nice.
And one of those things that you might want to do in that audit is check the version that you're using. And WordPress 4.7.5 was just released. It patches 6 different security issues, and it's recommended that you update right away. We've got a link to that in the show notes as well.
Yeah, it's a really great article over at the Tavern. So check them all out.
All right, we got some iTunes reviews from listeners. We always enjoy those. And remember, those iTunes reviews do help us in terms of keeping up there in the rankings. We are still currently the sole WordPress focus show. We're number 1 in that slot. We'd like to remain that way, so please keep them coming. I'll start this one off.
Okay.
This is from J.H. Demisio, and he's from the United States. His title, it's a 5-star review, and his title is A Must Listen. If you're working in WordPress in any capacity, this podcast is a must listen. Finding the right plugin can often take hours, and this podcast does the heavy lifting for you. I found solutions to problems I didn't even know I wanted to fix. No kidding. He also says, this is interesting, this is somebody paying attention, ratings are given on a 5-point scale. For perfect plugins, John gives a 5 dragon rating, and Marcus says perfect 5 out of 5. I'd love to know the story behind the 2 ratings. Maybe Marcus doesn't like dragons.
No, but I've got the story behind the 2 ratings for the most part. The reason the dragon rating came in was a suggestion from a listener way back when I was doing the show by myself. And so I adopted the dragon rating. And after Marcus joined the show, I kept the dragon rating, and he preferred to use the 5 out of 5 rating. But yeah, mine just comes from somewhere back. If you go dig through the deep archives, you can find the origins of it back somewhere around episode 15 or 20.
Yeah, that's because you were like what was that game you played?
I'm still a Warcraft player. It's a World
of Warcraft.
The dragons weren't because of that. The dragons got another symbology to me. I got dragons all over my desks in my office, and I got a house full of dragon statues and symbology everywhere. But
all right. Go ahead.
The next review up here is from the United States. It's a 5-star review from J.W. Parkey. And the title of it is Great Resource. And then he had to say, although I'm just a WordPress user, I always learn something new from the podcast. Thanks, guys.
Now, I know who that is. That's John. Yeah, that's John Parkinson. Mm-hmm. He's the one who is a big part of WordPress.tv.
Oh, okay.
And in fact, if you go there and you search Marcus Couch, you'll see an interview that I did with John and also with Jeff Chandler from WP Tavern.
Cool.
And so John's really a great resource, and I applaud everything that he does. And guys, if you really want some value in WordPress, if you want to learn something, or maybe there's not a WordCamp that's near you, or you can't go to WordCamp, or maybe you just want to see some other WordCamps that are around and not have to worry about the travel expense, WordPress.tv is where you want to go, because they put all the archives of all the sessions in there, and you can just kick back if you got a half hour on a lunch or something like that, and you want to learn something new and get a presentation from WordPress people. that's a great resource to do it. I mean, there's thousands and thousands of videos there that you can learn. So check it out at WordPress.tv.
All right. And that pretty much wraps up all the things we got, but we greatly appreciate folks giving us iTunes reviews or even Stitcher reviews, anything to help the show rank better out there and so more people can find it. Or just start sharing it around in your social media platform. You can check us out on our Facebook page where everything gets posted. Share it through your Facebook, Pinterest, numerous areas on the web to find us. And we're working harder and harder to make more and more of it happen for you.
Absolutely. So here's the order of things that we like. Number 1, iTunes reviews. Number 2, donate to the show. And number 3, hire us for something or whatever we're promoting. So that's the order. So the first ask is just leave us a review. That's it.
Yep.
And once you've done that, then you can move on. So those are the things that we like. And if you want to contribute back to the show, if you like this show, if you feel that it gives value, just like these other 2 iTunes reviews did, then please help us out with one of those 3 things.
Perfect. All right. Well, I guess that takes us into meat and potatoes time for the show, eh?
All right. I can't wait.
Off we go. All right, the first plugin I've got this week is called Duplicate Menu. Now, I may have reviewed it previously sometime in the distant past, but it's returned back to the front and center for me while working on a recent project. And the reason for it is sometimes you've built out really fancy menus for your WordPress website, and now you have to make minor changes to that menu, pull a few things out, or even strip out half the items and replace them, or just drop items. What's nice about the duplicate menu is you install it, activate it, and it'll take any menu you've got and duplicate it and allow you to give it a new name. And then you can just go in there and adjust and change the menu items you need without having to go through and remove a whole bunch of items or add a bunch of items or re-add a bunch of items that you're going to need plus 1 or 2 more. So anyway, it's a really great plugin. It's one of those plugins that just works. And because of that, I gave it a perfect 5-dragon rating.
Yeah. We need a cowbell.
Ding,
need
ding.
something. Yeah, I need something on this end when we celebrate these 5 out of 5s. Excellent. Okay, there are certain things on WooCommerce. I've got 2 WooCommerce plugins today because I've been fiddling around with the WooCommerce store. And it is like stickers that appear over your products when there's a sale. Say if you put a regular price and then a sale price, then it kind of defaults to this sticker. But for the most part, John, don't you think those stickers, they kind of suck as far as what they have on them or the limitations of them?
Yep.
So if you want to put a new ribbon on, anything you want to put on, I'm talking new, sale, out of stock, coming soon, any of those things, any text that you want, any color you want, any image within it that you want, this is the plugin for you. It's called Custom Product Stickers for WooCommerce. It does all those things. It allows you to set the custom image, its position, an overlay of the product. You can set the color and text of the ribbon, what it says, any of those things, and full CSS editing to fully customize, to fully make the fonts match, everything else that you need to do. It's called,
Wrong
it's
button.
called Custom Product Stickers for WooCommerce, and I gave it a perfect 5 out of 5.
Hand slipped over the screen. That's all. All right. Well, that's a great one to have. And I've always fought with that when I have worked with WooCommerce sites. So that'll save you some definite time.
Definitely.
So next up here, I have a plugin for dealing with videos on website. I'm helping someone out with a video website. It's a gamer who's throwing together a website to showcase the videos off of their YouTube channel. And this first one here is called Video Thumbnails. And what it does for you is it automatically goes in and grabs the YouTube video thumbnail and then attaches it as a featured image to the post that you're creating. Now, the nice thing about this plugin here is it also supports Vimeo, Facebook, and virtually every other video platform out there, including local uploaded videos, to grab a thumbnail and then automatically stick it right into your post, and also to take the image and stick it into your media library, helping to increase the load speed of your website in the process. All in all, a really great plugin that helps you out with everything you need, video thumbnail wise, and I gave it a 4-dragon rating. So check it out, video thumbnails.
Nice. There are some contact forms that are out there. Namely, Contact Form 7 is one of the most popular because it's free. Mm-hmm. And then second is Gravity Forms. And the one thing that I like about Gravity Forms is the ability to kind of split the form up so that it's not so, doesn't appear like it's 10 feet long as far as the form itself, right? You want to break it off into little steps. And plus, it helps to get people in a different mindset when they're in a different page. But Contact Form 7 doesn't do that out of the gate. But with this plugin called Contact Form 7 Multi-Step, it does. So it's a really simple plugin to use. There's tons of different styles. You can do horizontal or vertical orientation within the form. Works in all the browsers. You can combine different steps for validation or anything like that. It's just a really nice way to ingrain Contact Form 7 in your site and still allow you to do that kind of multi-page form. It's called Contact Form 7 Multi-Step, and I rated it a 4 out of 5.
That's very nice. There's some nice plugins added to Contact Form 7 that's starting to make it sort of an actual useful form plugin.
It's coming around.
Yeah. It's getting nice. Enough. Well, one of the biggest things with Contact Form 7 is a lot of the fancier themes you buy now have Contact Form 7 embedded in there, and ripping out Contact Form 7 and replacing it with Gravity Forms is really a bit of a pain. So having all these nice features for Contact Form 7 is making it a lot easier to use those themes out of the gate instead of having to work extra hard to make them work well with a contact form system.
Yeah, and frankly, I'm kind of sick of paying $100 a year for Gravity Forms. It's nice, but I don't do anything with it that Contact Form 7 doesn't do, and now this proves it even more.
Yeah, that could happen. All right, the final one I've got here today is called Top 10 Popular Posts Plugin for WordPress. Now, in particular, the website I'm using this one on right now is the video website featuring videos. The nice thing about it is it goes through and it measures how many times people are looking at your posts and figuring out which ones are the top 10, which could be constantly changing, and then displaying those top 10 posts for you. And this plugin here makes the job of doing that a whole lot easier. It allows you to track and display the top 10 most visited posts on your website, then allows you to display them in a widget or on a post page with a short code. One of the great uses, as I said, it's using this to showcase the videos so that he knows which videos are his top 10 videos and showcase them right on the front of his website. So as soon as people get there, they can see which are the best videos viewed. And it's really clean, seems to work very well. So I gave it a 4-dragon rating. Check it out, Top 10 Popular Post Plugin for WordPress.
Nice. And it displays thumbnails, all that kind of stuff, or just a list?
No, displays thumbnails. You can display it multiple ways, as thumbnails or regular list or just a title. So yeah, it's got multiple ways to display it. It's really kind of nice. And
does it do it based on
views?
Just views?
Just views.
Not comments?
Nope, just views.
Interesting. All right, we'll wrap it up here with one final WooCommerce plugin. One of the things that people that run e-commerce stores and such have difficulty with is abandoned carts, right? You put a product in the cart and then they bail. Well, there's an easy way to get away from abandoned carts, and that's to disable the cart altogether. So we're going to show you this plugin. It's called Disable Cart Page for WooCommerce, and it does simply that. It just redirects your customers directly to the checkout page as soon as they add, quote unquote, add it to the cart or hit the purchase button. It forces them to buy only one product at a time from your catalog, but it also kind of changes the way that the whole checkout process goes and the way that you get to finalize your orders. Now, is this for a store that has thousands and thousands of SKUs within WooCommerce? No. But is it great for if you're having somebody sign up to one of two different levels of a membership site or a book or something like that you want to sell that you don't think you're going to get multiple units for anyway, yeah, it's perfect. So check it out. It's called Disable Cart Page for WooCommerce, and I rated it a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, very nice. You covered exactly the only concern that I would have had with it. Makes sense that way.
Yeah.
All right, the covered up this week, I covered up duplicate menu, which I gave a 5 to, video thumbnails, which I gave a 4 to, and top 10 popular post plugin for WordPress, which I gave a 4 to.
And I rated custom product stickers for WooCommerce, which gets a 5 out of 5. Contact Form 7 multi-step gets a 4 out of 5. And disable cart page for WooCommerce gets a 4 out of 5.
Very nice. And this week here, I am sharing the stuff from WPFangirl.com. She's got a very great website out there over there. Sally Ghosh, I think that's how her name's pronounced. Might be.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, her website contains really great articles and tips about how to manage your WordPress website, items you can do to improve it, and also if you're looking for someone to hire, she's got her services readily available. So check it out there at WPFangirl.com.
Excellent. And just remember that you can write for Smashing Magazine, which is something that I'm new to be an editor to, and I am looking for a lot of new people. It's been neglected for a better part of a year, and I'm trying to build it back up. And with that, I'd like to get a stable of steady authors. I'm looking for probably 20, so there's plenty of room there, and you do get paid for each article. And the exposure, man, you can't beat it. 1 million followers on Twitter. I think it's 250,000 on Facebook. I think they get 4 million hits a month on their website. It's pretty incredible. So email me, marcus.couch@smashingmagazine.com.
Okay, and the usual reminders, don't forget, please stop into the iTunes store, leave us a review, and if you leave links in the note you leave for us, we will put those in the show notes and link back to you. And really helps the show out. Also, if you listen to us on Stitcher Radio, feel free to leave a review on their website where they have links for reviews. We will eventually find them and get them listed in this show. And any place else you can find us on the web.
That's right. And remember to donate if you are able. How can they contact us, John?
They can reach me on my website at johnoverall.com or send an email to john@wppro.ca.
And you can find me at my all-new and improved website, marcuscouch.com. Check it out if you can. It took me a couple weeks to put it together, but I'm really happy with it. On Twitter, at MarcusCouch. And remember to follow this show on Twitter at WP Plugins A to Z.
And that's all we got for you now. Take care. Bye-bye. Thanks for listening to the show. This show is copyright by johnoverall.com. So until next time, have yourselves a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you happen to be out there on the globe today.